Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Last video we ended on the Redstone bridge with nothing built over here, and we figured that, with all of the white birch that we did collect, that we were going to build something with white birch. And we didn't really have a game plan, we didn't really have any floor plan or any plan whatsoever. And so we just kind of started placing blocks around here and kind of wanted to play with the entire area through here because this is the only place it doesn't snow much in the area. So we ended up getting the whole perimeter. We got these ice blocks in there, and that's where the polar bears will be. So we still have that. That's still the plan. So I'm excited to get those going and really see what else we can do with those polar bears, and any type of enclosure in general is kind of cool. So we got the perimeter in. We got the little beach over there sticking out of the water. And these are going to be the walls. I think we're just going to leave them white birch. And then as we were going around placing the flooring in, we did feel like the andesite had to be too high. It just gave it a better foundation look, and it added it into the actual rooms, and it wasn't just flush with the floor. Because what we were finding is the birchwood from the floor matched the birchwood with the walls. And so, we got it all done. We got too high, and the next thing we had to do was just get the walls in. And the walls weren't really too bad. We kind of just stood up there, looked down, and placed some blocks. So this is what it looks like without the entire floor in. It's nighttime, but you can really see how much space we have to fill in. Again, we left this little beach spot. We're going to just leave it uncovered for now, so it'll just be kind of a square over it. And that way we won't really have to take anything out when we go to plant it. So, we did end up putting it all in, and this is basically what our life looked like for a few hours. And some people might wonder why we didn't do half slabs. And specifically with Xbox, I just found it so difficult to put half slabs. I end up like double slabbing them, making them into a plank, or it's just very difficult for me to keep the joystick right where it needs to be all the time. And we did end up finishing it. And this is what it looks like. It's pretty massive. We can definitely section this off into different rooms and have different stories, maybe on one side and not the other. But I'm pretty happy with it. I like the way this kind of looks here. And I get a little sea turtle that spawns there. So maybe we can get some sea turtles to stay here. And this will be the entrance to the mine. And what's really cool is our mine over there, that's where our base is. And we went in the bottom of the level 7 mine. And it's about 200 blocks away. So maybe the mine's like right around there, up to right there. And so when we dig down, we only really have to dig 200 blocks that way in order to connect the two. So I'm pretty psyched about that, and that's going to be what we're going to do. So we'll be able to connect the castle with all this stuff. And this is just us placing in some glass in the polar bear enclosure. And what this is going to do is this is going to go all the way through every level of whatever building, whatever we end up making. This will go through the very top, and it'll come out the roof so that it can still snow in this area and the polar bears can still flourish. So we ended up getting all that in. This is what it looks like. The other one's over there. So, it's kind of cool. I was thinking about connecting them somehow, but I'm not sure how that's going to work yet. We'll probably figure it out. Maybe on another level, we'll be able to do something, or underneath the actual planks. But in time, we'll figure it out. And this is just us kind of walking around, taking a look at it. I'm not sure how high I want this yet or what the deal is. So we're going to kind of leave it for now, and we're going to come back to this. And we're going to go to our netherwart farm. So last time we took a look at this, and we realized we needed some more soul sand. So we went to the nether, and we have to collect the soul sand for the base, because that's the only thing that the netherwart actually grows on. And the nether is not a place I like to be at all. And so I only spent as much time as I needed to grab some soul sand and get the heck out of there. I don't know if it's Xbox or if it's just me, but I don't have the best luck in the nether. So we came out, we have everything we need, and this is what it looks like. I think it looks pretty good. It's pretty symmetrical. And the center with the glowstone, it kind of looks like the glowstone would be in the nether. So I'm pretty happy with how that came out. It's just a little something that we did. And I'm thinking about putting in the walls, we'll put a little storage room, and it'll have all the nether blocks in that storage room. So anything that you find in the nether will be in that storage room. And I think that'll be a kind of cool thing, and it'll keep it separate from all the other stuff we have. And, we did end up putting a couple picture frames in here. This is the netherite upgrade we put in that one, and just random ores that we have in here. So that's that one. And then this one is our brewing. We don't really brew much besides the weakness and the villager zombies that come around. We try to, cure them and figure that out, and rotten potato and, little discs. So let's get our glowstone. Let's put that away. And what we found in here is we actually filled up all the storage in here. I was waiting for it. And I think when we first started making videos here, we may have had like 12 or 10 slots open, but we did end up filling it. And the last few items over here that we did fill up was the pale oak. When we were cutting our birch trees, we ran into some pale oak. So we grabbed some saplings, and then we also have some pale moss there, and then just pale oak logs. And we didn't mine a bunch of it because basically we wanted to keep the structure the same. But as it fills up, we do actually have this other room on this side over here. And what I was going to do with, you'll see it here as I mine through it, we were going to do something a little bit different in this room. It was going to be some type of throne room or something, because over here on the left, it actually leads down to a cave and to our level 7 mine. So it connects that way. And we were going to do something funky with it. But I think what we're going to do is this entire section will kind of be a mirror of this other storage room. And we might do something with these arches. We'll keep them arches or something. And we might make a room in the middle that goes down. And it could be some type of treasure room that we have. I think that would be pretty cool. So we're going to play around with this room a little bit. It's not going to be anytime soon, most likely. Or who knows, we might just get an urge to build in here. But I think I'm going to do the floor a little bit different. Probably keep the ceiling the same as the other one. It's pretty much all just quartz and glowstone. But we're going to play around with this coming forward, but I just kind of wanted to show you guys it so you do see it. And it'll be in the future at some point. But for now, we're going to put our little copper blocks back, and we're going to get to the storage room. And, that is the end of the video. The next videos are going to be structured a little bit differently. So I hope you guys enjoy, and I hope you look forward to the next video on the channel. It's going to be some updates.